looking like a bum, clothes was all raggedy looking. And what do you know? God said, pay attention, Rose. So I'm looking, I'm thinking, and I didn't think this was going to happen. But out of all the people, it was packed house, big church. Ushers came up to this guy that never said a word to nobody. He just went and found him a seat. And he sat down in the midst of the crowd. And the ushers came and got him and escorted him out of the church. He never said a word to nobody. He never said a mumbling word. He didn't say no bad word, no good word. He didn't say nothing. They came and got him, and he was just looking like, you know, like, where are they going with me? They came and got him and took him right out those doors he came in, and I never saw him the rest of the night. I saw those ushers come back in to do their servants to the Lord. Oh, you serving the Lord by ushering. But did you ask God? Did God, Holy Ghost, tell you to come take that man out of the service and for you to return to the service? No, you should have stayed with him. If God told you to come get him out of the service, you should be back there ministering to him. Salvation. Tell him about Jesus. Tell him something. But it's obviously you put him out. Yeah. And I never saw the man. The revival was for a whole week. I never saw him again that whole week at that revival. And God said to me, I told you I'll go with you. Yeah. And I told you every time I go, they kick me out. Be mindful to entertain strangers. Yeah. For some have entertained angels unaware. Yeah. Let your light so shine everywhere you go. Yes. Let it so shine. You may be the only Jesus that some will ever see. Yeah. The last thing I want to leave with you, Pastor Rob Parsley was telling the story. And he was speaking of this lady that was really, really beautiful. He said when he saw pictures of her, she was just like a Miss America, USA. It was just head to toe. Everything was beautiful. And someone had called over, and I believe it might have been a priest, maybe it was a servant of the Lord, I'm going to call him, because he went to do a service. Someone called him to the place where the lady was staying. And they said, man of God, she needs prayer. She's dying. And she needs prayer. And he said, okay, I'll go and pray for the lady that needed prayer. And when he got there, the place he was sent to, and I didn't even know this, because I know y'all heard of leprosy, right? In Bible time, right? I didn't know that there's leprosy was still around. Yeah. And the place where this lady was at, she had leprosy. And he went to go visit her. And they was a well-to-do family, from what I heard, from what Rob Parson was saying. They were a well-to-do family. And the father had told, her husband had told the children, she had 2 boys, had told the children, say your goodbyes to your mother, because we're never coming to this place again, because she had leprosy. And they said she was sent to the only place, I want to say the country, but I can't say country, I know it was the United States, one of the only leprosy wards left in the United States is located in New Orleans. And that's where she was at. And so her boys, nobody was ever allowed to go visit her ever again when she was sent there because of the leprosy that she had and the stigma that it put on the family and, you know, the society and stuff. So, and her husband never went to go see her again. So when they was asked to come, when the lady asked the man of God, would you go come pray with her? When he gets there to go pray with her, he started explaining to her the love of God and Abba Father's love for you. And she said, I had never heard no one talk about Jesus. She had, somewhere in her lifetime, she had never heard about Jesus. And they say she was in her 30s. I think she was about 35, 34, 35. But she told the man of God, she said, no one had never told me that Jesus loves me, like the way you just told me.
Yeah.
And so when he was saying to her, just, I guess they probably did the salvation prayer, and he was saying to her, telling her to say, Abba, Father. Or maybe she just said it on her own. Abba, Father loves me. Abba, Father loves me. And she was so happy to see a visitor outside of people that's already there. She was so happy that he had came, took time out of his busy schedule to go and pray with her. And he prayed with her, he said, and he had told her about Jesus and, how much he loved her, no matter, who don't come see you. He still loves you. He'll never leave you. He'll never forsake you. And then he went on his way. And he said, before he left, though, as he prayed with her and he looked at her, her face just lit up like the morning sun. He said, just lit up. And she was just smiling. And he said, her demeanor had changed. He said, can I ask you, why are you smiling with all this that's going on? You got this leprosy thing and your family don't come see you no more. The kids are not allowed to come see you. Why are you still smiling? She said, because I found out today that Jesus loves me. That I am loved no matter what, who don't, whatever.
Yeah.
I found out something today. And she said, she was happy. She was just so blazing happy. And he said, he went on and he left the area. And she was just smiling when he left. And then she went on and she passed away later that afternoon. She went on to be with the Lord. You may be the only Jesus that some people see. Don't hide your light. Let your light shine. Be mindful, as it is written. Keep on loving each other as brothers and sisters in the Lord. Even those who are out there that have not came into the faith. Those who have confessed Jesus but not walk in their salvation. Keep on loving them, loving each other. Do not forget to entertain strangers, for by doing so, some have entertained angels without knowing him. Remember those who are in prison as if you were their fellow prisoners, and those who are mistreated as if you yourself were suffering. Be mindful. Let your light so shine. You may be the only Jesus they see on your jobs, in the grocery store, passing by. You may be the only Jesus they see. God bless you. Amen.